Hey, what's up guys, I'm Vincent. Today, I'm going to show you how to master the 3-bar push kick. Alright, here we go. As you know that the push kick is actually one of my favorite shots in foosball, and I would like to talk about the characteristics of the push kick in this video and share some of the shooting strategies that you could apply in the push kick. Before we start, if you are new in here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to click the bell below so that you don't miss out an episode. As you know that for the push kick, you want to place the ball next to your near guy and push the ball to the center and go for the shot. Now, what makes the push kick so special is that, visually speaking, you have a better viewing angle from this direction. Because you are placing the ball in here, you could actually see the things, some short push kick, or even cut angle to the long. In other words, it is easier to read the defense and pick the best option and go for the shot. Now, when you compare to the pull kick, let's say you are setting up in front of the line and you can see the defense, it is quite hard to identify whether the things are open or not, but actually in this situation, the thing is actually wide open. And talking about the pull kick, in my opinion, it is actually harder to control the direction and the speed of the things when you compare with the push kick. Because the ball is further away from you, and for the push kick, the ball is near to your side, and with the advantage of the viewing angle, it is easier to control the speed and direction of the things. However, one of the major problems of the push kick is that it involves 2 men on your 3-bar. It is easier to mis-execute when you compare with the snake shot or the pull shot. And for the push kick, the ball is now not right in front of the goal, so it takes a longer traveling distance to the long. In other words, when you are compared with the snake shot or the pull shot, it is easier to raise the long, so this is why you need to make use of your options. Now, one of the common questions is that where should you set up the push kick? Should you set up in front of the line or right next to the wall? Now, I'm going to share some of the factors to help you to pick the setup. First of all, let's talk about the wall setup. As you can see, when you are placing a ball right next to this guy, you are actually facing a 3-man defense. You can see that this guy is guarding the things, and this guy is guarding the long and the center simultaneously. And the goalkeeper could fill up any spaces that is available, so you are actually facing a 3-man defense all the time. But of course, because you are setting up right next to the wall, you are actually open up to more different things options. So this guy could not guard all the things options. So for example, when he is blocking the shot spray to the first hole, you could actually push the ball to here and square off a push shot. And you know that consistency is the push kick main problem. And if you are setting the ball right next to the wall, it is quite hard to go long from this spot all the way to this spot, and it is quite easy to raise your long with this 3-man defense, because you have to push the ball from this spot all the way to this spot. However, your opponent simply push this guy a little bit to block your long, so it's not very feasible to set up in this position. And now for the line setup, you are placing the ball in front of this line next to this guy, and you can see that you do not need to face the 3-man defense anymore, because this defender no longer able to block the things. If he wants to block the things with this defender, he needs to move to this position, and this defender is going to move away as well, and you can see that the long is now open. so you are only facing a two-man defense in this setup. Now you are also closer to the goal, so it is easier to go long and improve the consistency of the push kick. Let's do a quick summary. In theory, if you are setting up next to a wall, it is not really practical because the long is not consistent and the ball is further away from the goal. However, you could actually compensate with different dink options. On the other hand, if you just start off trying out the push kick, I think setting up in front of the line is a better option so that it is easier to go long and improve the consistency of your shot. No matter you are setting up in front of the line or next to a wall, you have to prove your long push kick. You have to prove your long push kick to your opponent. You do not need to be extremely fast with your long push kick, but you have to be consistent with your long push kick. So let's say if your opponent is trying to raise your long, he is going to open up this area, and now you could actually do a dink to the far side of the goal. The push kick is all about options. I've actually made some videos to talk about different options of the push kick before. Make sure you check it out before you coming back for the next session, which I'm going to share 2 shooting strategies of the push kick. Thanks for watching this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you again next time.